So, Baba has had a rough year, to say the least. But I believe in the company. I believe that in the long term, the price will rise, and it is currently undervalued. I believe that the concerns around delisting and the Chinese regulatory environment are valid, especially with the recent crackdown on offshore tax havens. That said, I don't think that they will occur too soon. And even if they do, that they will impact us as much as we fear. There are also ways to get around this crackdown by simply purchasing the BABA shares listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange rather than the ADRs, American Depository Receipts. So that addresses the concern about being delisted. What about the Chinese regulatory environment? Well, I don't think that's a cause of concern either. Sure, the Chinese government wants to consolidate power, but on a global scale, Alibaba is needed for China to continue to gain and consolidate their power. So while they need a show of force in China to say the government is on top rather than these businesses, they won't go too far. Recently, the government has ordered Alibaba to comply with some regulations, and Alibaba has bowed its head, and most recently has said something along the lines of contributing $100 billion to promote small businesses and help out rural areas. But the thing is, they were already sort of doing that, and by doing that, they get their name out there. And when these small businesses rise up, who are they going to use? They're going to use Alibaba. So I see this as a good thing. Regardless, if we take a look at my very messy chart here, we'll see that although I strongly believe in Alibaba in the long term, in the near term, it seems that we have also reached a bottom. We have reached a point of reversal. If we zoom in on the last couple months here, we'll find that we have started to see an inverse head and shoulders starting to form. And if this pattern holds true, then we should see a bounce back up to around 230. Now I've drawn my line at around 225 to give myself a little buffer zone, but it is at this point of resistance, around 230, that I would expect a slight pullback and then perhaps a continuation upwards, unless, of course, there are more regulatory concerns. Now, whether or not this holds true, in the long term, this is a good buy. It is a severely undervalued stock. And if you would like to find out more about the calculations behind that, I suggest checking out Value Investing with Sven Carlin. He has a couple great videos on Alibaba, intrinsic value, and really value investing in general.